Good morning, everyone. My name is Candra Pedro. Now I'm going to present a presentation about combining methods in linguistics research. So the first slide is mixed methods. The mixed methods paradigm is defined as the class of research where the researcher mix or combines quantitative and qualitative elements. Mixed methods design arguably contribute to a better understanding of the various phenomena under investigation, while quantitative research is useful towards generalizing research finding. Qualitative approaches are particularly valuable in providing in-depth and rich data. It is still quite commonplace, however, for the two paradigms to be directly contrasted. Green and Preston recently suggested in the editorial of a special issue devoted to mixed methods research, 2005. They also refer to the paradigm war of the 1970s and 1980s, Tasakori and Tetrai 2003, where the ontological and epistemological differences of the quantitative and qualitative approaches to research were foregrounded and sharply contrasted. However, the question on the extent to which quantitative and qualitative methodologies are compatible is relevant. A growing number of researchers have consistently argued for, and indeed, adopted approaches which attempt to integrate quantitative and qualitative methods of analysis. Using the patterns identified by the quantitative analysis as essential background to assist in the detailed qualitative interpretation of the discourse, according to Holmes and Meyerhoff 2003. The benefits of mixed method. So the first benefit is combining the two paradigms is beneficial for constructing comprehensive accounts and providing answer to a wider range of research questions. Second is provide ways to answer research questions that could be not answered in any other way. Third is combined methodologies can shed light on different layers of meaning. Fourth is combining approaches is not only feasible, but also beneficial in revealing different aspects of reality. And fifth is the diversity of views and stronger inferences. And last is mixed methods design are versatile and can arguably address. There are four mixed methods proposes. First proposed is initiation, aiming at discovering meaningful contradiction and the paradox. Second is complementarity, aiming at shedding light on the different aspect of the same phenomenon. Third is development, aiming at using findings elicited by the use of one method for the design of the second or subsequent one. And last is expansion, aiming at broadening the scope and objective of the research. How to use mixed method. First is two types of research question with qualitative and qualitative approaches. Second is the manner in which the research question are developed. Participatory versus pre-planned. Third is two types of sampling procedures, for example, probability and purposive. Next is two types of data collection procedures, for example, focus groups and surveys. Next is two types of data, for example, numerical and textual. And next is two types of data analysis, statistical and thematic. And last is two types of conclusion, emic and ethic, representation, objective and subjective, and etc. According to Tasakori and Creswell 2007. Brennan 2005 usefully provides example studies showing how the second, either qualitative or quantitative component can be introduced at A. The design, B. The fieldwork, and or C. The interpretation and contextualization phase of any research project. Typically, the discussion on interrogation refers to the sequence and importance of the qualitative or quantitative component. The data need to be analyzed and interpreted systematically and following rigorous theoretical grounding. However, mixed methods research design do not indicate necessarily better research, according to Brennan 2005, nor should they be seen as deus ex machina. The data, as well as in our paradigms, need to be analyzed and interpreted systematically and following rigorous theoretical grounding. It is, however, the case that when consistent, mixed methods research allow for diversity of views and stronger inferences, according to Tasakori and Tetlai 2003. And as such, it is often associated with the concept of triangulation, the focus of the next section or slide. Triangulation. Triangulation as a central methodological concept comes high on the list of key features of good research design, according to Cohen and Manion, 1994. The way the term is conceptualized by scholars is, however, epistemologically varied. Triangulation is often one of the key reasons for undertaking mixed method research. Triangulation is commonly associated to mixed methods research and refer to all purposes of mixed method research. There are four types of triangulation. First is data triangulation, the application of more than one sampling method for data collection. Second is investigator triangulation, the involvement of more than one researcher. Third is theoretical triangulation, the use of more than one theoretical stance. And last is methodological triangulation, the use of more than one methodology. Further about triangulation, data triangulation and methodological triangulation are arguably the most common operationalizations of the term. The former refers to data gathering methods, while the latter is broader and refers to the use of more than one methodology in a research design. Triangulation leads to a better understanding of complex research questions and environments, even though neither the technical term nor the concept of mixed method design is a panacea for any research design when applied in relation to a robust conceptual framework. Triangulation here, as it is the term most commonly used and also often used in a generic way to refer to all purposes of mixed method research. As Tasakori and Tetlai argue, over the years triangulation has become a veritable magical word, 2003. Triangulation is so commonly associated with mixed methods research that Tasakori and Tetlai encourage mixed methodologies to refrain from using it unless they specify how it was specifically defined in their research context, 2003. Triangulation, in either sense, does lead to a better understanding of complex research questions and environments. For example, in Dorney, 2007 suggests that a better understanding of phenomena can emerge from triangulated findings, whether convergent or divergent, and also reports on the value of mixed method design for classroom research where challenges, such as the diversity of student or teachers' body, may be addressed through versatile designs. Applying mixed methodologies in research on workplace discourse. Collecting data from the different sources in the iterative way is an appropriate way to address research questions in this area. According to before 2000, questionnaires, face-to-face interviews, and participant observation were used and a corpus of real-life data was collected. For example, Holmes and Mara 2002 has shown how quantitative and qualitative paradigms can be combined for a better understanding of the interactions, norms, and practice in discourse. Within linguistics, the overarching focus of workplace-related research are A. The identification of patterns of language use and or development of the skills employee needs in order to be a competent users of the languages for work-related purposes. B. The study and or description of the spoken or written language or rather the discourse workplace participant engage in. The two areas currently correspond to two broad fields of linguistic research, namely language for specific purposes, LSP, and applied sociolinguistics. These two overarching areas often have different aims and adopt different techniques for data collection and analysis. Further about mixed method in workplace. Mixed method research also has an important part to play in reaching the diverse audience and overcoming challenges associated with certain research setting. Mulani 2008 shows how mixing methods, in this case, recordings, interviews, observation, and written documents, contribute to a wider dissemination of the findings in the form of written reports for the companies involved. It will then appear that mixed methods have a role to play in overcoming some of the challenges of the workplace as a set of research that is notoriously difficult in terms of gaining access and collecting data. Example of mixed method design in workplace discourse studies. Jurgensen 2008 work on governmental discourse, make a strong case for combining methodologies in genre analysis by using interviews, questionnaires, and an extensive corpus of written documents. A case of integrating the two paradigms is also made by Holmes and Mara 2002 in a study on the function of humor in communities of practice within different New Zealand workplaces. Now we are going to the conclusion. Mixed method research can and thus cross disciplinary boundaries and overcome limitations that have been associated with monodimensional approaches to the study of complex phenomena and research sites, such as the workplaces. Mixed methods have a role to play in overcoming some of the challenges of workplace as a site of research that is notoriously difficult in terms of gaining access and collecting data. Mixed method research also helps in making the research relevant to wider audiences, but also in avoiding orthodoxies such as those imposed by monodimensional, various approaches to research that are potentially damaging the spirit of inquiry. So thanks for your attention. Thank you. Thank you.